into other modules, which are some of them are technical modules, like search engine optimization, like affiliate marketing, like data analytics, social media marketing. All of that we will go in greater detail and in depth in the coming weeks. Starting off today, digital marketing, an overview. So, first, let's understand what is marketing. Digital marketing is a new term that we know after the invasion of internet and smartphones, if I can say so. But marketing was there long back. So what exactly is marketing? কেউ বলতে পারবেন কোনো আইডিয়া যে মার্কেটিং কাকে বলে? What is marketing first? When we understand marketing, then we understand digital marketing. So first question to all of you, what is marketing? When I say marketing, what is it that comes to your mind? কি মনে আসে যদি আমি বলি মার্কেটিং কাকে বলে? কেউ বলতে?
Sir,
Okay, that good answer.
It is a kind of publicity.
Kind of publicity, yes.
It is a promotion of a brand.
sir, basically marketing is to sell something, any product or services to the public.
Okay.
Sir, it is a creating awareness of the any product and services it will be needed or it to be needed. So that is also one of the market. Create the market, create the situation.
Okay.
It's a promotion of a brand.
Promotion of a brand. Okay. Anything else?
Sir, it is actually a strategy taken by brands to promote and their image and to reach their target audience.
Correct. Absolutely right.
It's an organizational function that create, communicate, and deliver values to the customer.
Perfect. That's an even better answer.
That's
an even better answer. Yes. So actually, from all these answers, what I think we can understand is that marketing does not involve one step. It involves a process. It involves quite a number of steps. So in a very layman's term, marketing is actually an activity that involves a set of processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value. The key word here is value. Whatever I am promoting, publicizing, communicating, whatever is the product, whatever is the communication, whatever is the service, whatever is the brand, it has to have value proposition. So marketing is a set of processes that are done in order to create, communicate, deliver, and exchange those offers that have value. That is the core definition of what marketing stands for. And marketing, there are 4 P's of traditional marketing. These are known as the 4 P's, or we can say the 4 pillars. The 4 pillars of traditional marketing. What are these 4 pillars? Pillar number 1, product, which means what is it that you are selling? It can be a product, it can be a soap, it can be a shampoo, it can be a car, it can be an ice cream, it can be a McDonald's burger. What service are you selling? It can be an IT service, it can be a grocery service, it can be an delivery service, it can be a auto service. What is the service? And also in today's world, product is also human and human skill. Today's world, a human and his or her skill is also a product that we are trying to sell. So the first pillar of marketing is product. Second pillar, price. The cost of the product or service. What is the cost of the product that I have? What is the competition that is out there in the market? What is my pricing versus my competition's pricing? So a lot of research goes into pricing, the cost of the product and service. That is pillar number 2. What is the price that I am setting that is enabling my customers to buy my product or service rather than my competition's product or service? The second pillar is price. Third pillar, place. Place means what? Where are the customers or consumers buying your product or service, or where are they discovering it? কোথায়, কোন জায়গায় কাস্টমাররা বা কনজিউমাররা আমার প্রোডাক্ট বা সার্ভিসের সম্বন্ধে জানছে? ওয়্যার ইজ দ্যাট প্লেস? কোন জায়গায় তারা জানছে? ইজ ইট আ ফিজিক্যাল লোকেশন? ইজ ইট আ ভার্চুয়াল লোকেশন? ইজ ইট আ পার্টিকুলার বাস স্টপ, a particular shopping mall? Is it a particular mobile application? Is it a particular social media channel? Where is the place where my customers, my consumers are discovering my product or service? So third pillar is the place. And the fourth pillar is promotion, which is specific advertising to reach the target market. If I know the product that I am selling, the price at which I am selling, and the place where customers can discover my product, I will know how to promote my product through advertising. Fourth pillar is promotion. So product, price, place, promotion. These are the 4 P's of traditional marketing. Understood? Anyone has any question till now?
No, sir.
4 P's of traditional marketing is product, price, place, and promotion. So that's the traditional marketing. I should have that involve a set of processes that allows me to create, communicate, deliver, exchange offerings that have value. And in order to do that, I need to understand the 4 P's: my product, my price, the place where my product is discovered, and how I will promote my product in that place so that I can reach a large mass of target audience. So these are the 4 P's of traditional marketing. Now, from traditional to digital, the 4 pillars of traditional still stays, right? The focus on the 4 P's, which is product, price, place, promotion, they have been the core component of marketing since the 1950s. 3 newer P's or 3 new pillars have been added or expanded the marketing mix for the 21st century, which is where we live in today's world, which is a completely digital world, technology driven world, internet driven world, smartphone addicted world. 3 new pillars have been added to traditional marketing, and we have digital marketing. What are these 3 new pillars? People places the focus on personalities. People means social media influencers and viral media campaigns. So now the focus is on a 5th pillar, which is the personalities who can possibly make my product go viral. So people. Number 6, process, which means how fast and effectively can my product or service be delivered to my customer? How efficient is the process, which is logistics. People love my product, people want to buy my product, but my product takes a lot of time to reach my customer. then my marketing will fail. So the process means the logistics of how fast and how efficiently can a product or service be delivered to my customer. That is the sixth pillar that is now added, process. And the seventh, physical evidence. So in digital world, in the world of internet, world of smartphone, world of social media, we are looking for physical evidence of a product or a service. What does the physical evidence mean? A professional online presence, meaning a website, a professional packaging of our product, of our service, of our website, of our social media pages, and of course, positive customer reviews and comments, physical evidence. Whenever I buy something on Amazon or Flipkart, whenever I am looking to go to a restaurant to have food, I usually go to Google and check, and I'll check the Google ratings, how many reviews are there, and whether the rating is 4, 4.5, 5, or whether the rating is 2.5. So a customer review of a restaurant that has 4 and above is more likely to get more customers. Similarly, when I'm doing online shopping, say on Amazon, I'm searching for, let's say I want to buy a new smartphone on Amazon, and I go to Amazon and search. There are lots of smartphones that are listed, but I look for average customer reviews. What is the average customer review? 3-star, 4-star, what is it? So all those products where average customer reviews are above 4 are more likely to be sold more often on Amazon than those products that have a customer review rating of say 2 or 2.5 or 3 or 3.5. So physical evidence is required. That is another pillar of digital marketing today. So traditional product, price, place, promotion, and the three new pillars, people, process, physical evidence. All this together is basically on which today's digital marketing stands. Is that clear? Does that make sense? Any question till now from anyone?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on. Now, it's also important to understand the difference. Where exactly does traditional and digital differ? Which are the specific areas that traditional marketing and digital marketing are widely different? Why it is different? Where it is different? How it is different? It's important to understand. Only then we will understand the importance of digital marketing in today's world, if we understand the difference. Channel and reach. These are the two metrics where traditional and digital are very different. When it comes to channel, traditional marketing primarily relies on offline channel. Offline channel means print media, newspaper, magazine, television, radio, billboard, direct mail, and in-person events. That is how traditional marketing usually reaches its audience. But how does digital marketing reach its audience? What are the channels they utilize? They utilize online channels, which includes, there are websites, search engines, social media, email, mobile applications, as well as online advertising networks. So digital uses all online channels that are available. Traditional uses offline channels, print media, খবরের কাগজ, ম্যাগাজিন, টিভিতে অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট, রেডিওতে কোনো অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট, বড় বড় বিলবোর্ড আমরা দেখি রাস্তার মাঝখানে, ডাইরেক্ট ইমেল করা হয়, বা কোনো কোম্পানি কোথাও কোনো একটা ইভেন্ট করছে, কোনো শপিং মলে বা কোনো উৎসব আমরা দেখি, দুর্গা পুজো হতে পারে, নববর্ষ হতে পারে, তখন কোথাও কোথাও ইভেন্ট হয়, বড় বড় কোম্পানি করে, সেখানে প্রোডাক্ট লঞ্চ করে। So those are offline channels that traditional marketing uses. Digital uses online channels, websites, search engines, social media, email, mobile application, and all online advertising networks that are available. So number one difference is channel. Second, reach. Reach means কাদের কাছে পৌঁছচ্ছি। Traditional marketing has a broad reach, but problem is it lacks the ability to precisely target a specific audience segment. Newspaper ad, how many people will actually see my ad? I don't know. I have given a television ad, how many people have actually seen that ad? I don't know. I have put up a huge billboard at Gadiahat Mode or at Esplanade, Dharmotala. But no, the company doesn't know how many people have actually seen that. There are thousands and lakhs of people who on a daily basis visit Dharmotala or Esplanade or Gadiahat. But how many people have seen a particular billboard? We don't know. It has a broad reach, but it lacks the ability to precisely target a specific audience segment. That's traditional marketing. Digital marketing ensures that businesses can reach a highly targeted audience based on demography, interest, behavior, and other data points. What is demography? Demography means geographic location, it can mean gender, age, all of that is in demography. You want to target a specific product to a specific gender, specific age group, specific location, that can only happen through digital marketing. You want to only target your product or service to a person who has a specific interest level or a specific behavior. That is possible through digital marketing. So that is the clear difference in reach, how they reach their audience, how are they able to reach their target audience. Very different, traditional versus digital. Two more metrics on where they are different: cost and interactivity. Cost, how much will it cost to reach my target audience? Traditional marketing methods involve very high cost, especially when we are trying to advertise on television or on newspaper or magazine. Very, very significant high cost is involved when I'm trying to promote my product, advertise my product on traditional platforms. Very costly. Digital marketing, on the other hand, they offer much more cost effective option. Platforms like social media, email, they allow for precise targeting at a very fraction of a cost compared to a newspaper ad or a television commercial. I can reach thousands of people by just spending 500 rupees. But you cannot run a television advertisement without spending lakhs of rupees. You cannot have a newspaper advertisement without spending minimum 50,000 to 1 lakh if you want to have a color advertising and a prominent place on the newspaper. In 500 rupees, you can reach a much more targeted, precise audience that you are looking for through digital marketing. So cost, huge difference, traditional versus digital. Fourth point or fourth metric of difference, interactivity. Interactivity mane ki? Traditional marketing is one-way communication, whether it's newspaper ad, television commercial, radio advertisement, billboard, it's one way. So any potential customer or a consumer can only look at that billboard, look at that advertising on newspaper or magazine, or view audio visually on television. But he or she cannot interact with that particular brand, that company, or that particular offer. We cannot interact. Digital marketing, it encourages two-way communication. Customers or potential customers can actively engage with the content that is provided on digital marketing platforms. They can leave comments, they can share opinions, they can interact with brands. All of that is possible. Whether it's on social media, it is possible. Whether it is on email, they can respond. Whether they are leaving a comment on Google business, whether they are leaving a comment on the company's website. So there is always a two-way communication where the customer or potential customer is able to interact directly with the business that is selling a product or a service. In traditional marketing, it is not possible. So interactivity, the fourth metric where these two are very, very different. And the last and one of the most important metric, measurability. Measurability means how do I know that the advertising, the promotion, the publicity that I have done for my product, for my service, how many actual people have actually seen it? How many of them have actually bought it? It is a very challenging thing to do in traditional marketing. In fact, sometimes it is practically impossible to measure the effectiveness of traditional marketing accuracy. Metrics such as circulation numbers, reach, impressions, they provide an estimate, but they lack detailed insights into audience engagement and conversion rate. So, for example, I am a company that is launching a new brand of, say, shampoo. I'm launching a new shampoo brand, and I have given a advertisement in newspaper. I've given the advertisement in, say, 4 newspapers in Calcutta. Say I've given the advertisement in Times of India, in Telegraph, in Anandobajar Potrika, and in Bortoman. I've given it in 2 Bengali newspapers and 2 English newspapers. Now, how I have chosen these? Because I know that Anandobajar Potrika and Bortoman, they have a reach of, say, roughly around 20 to 22 lakh circulation. So 20 to 22 lakh newspaper copies are sold every day. And same for Times of India and Telegraph, we know that maybe both combined they sell around, say, 6 lakh newspaper copies. So if I put my advertisement on these 4 newspapers, then it could potentially reach how many people? Potentially reach around 28 to 30 lakh people, because that is the number of newspapers that are being printed and sold every day. But does that mean that those 30 lakh people have actually seen my shampoo advertising? Does that mean that my shampoo advertising has reached those 30 lakh people? All those 30 lakh people who have bought those 4 newspapers, have they seen the ad? How do I know? There is no way to know. Suppose I'm doing a TV commercial and I run that TV commercial on 3 or 4 different channels, news channels or entertainment channels. But how many actual people have seen my TV commercial? How do I know? I can know the TRP ratings of a particular show, of a particular hour, 30 minutes or 1 hour. But within that time frame, my advertisement is shown twice or thrice. But whether when the advertisement was shown, the audience had shifted to a different channel, I don't know. So it is practically a huge challenge to measure that my advertising in traditional medium, how many people have actually seen it. But in digital, it provides extensive data and analytics to measure the effectiveness of my promotion campaigns, of my digital campaigns. We can measure metrics such as website traffic, click-through rates, conversion rates, user engagement in real time, which will allow me to optimize my digital marketing campaign for a better return on investment. We will discuss in detail how digital marketing and how digital analytics helps companies, helps brands, even individuals to understand how their digital marketing campaign is performing. We'll have detailed sessions on those in the coming weeks. But this is one of the very important metrics where digital and traditional differ. And in fact, this is the very reason why digital marketing today is the and most wanted medium of marketing that every company around the world has adopted. And in the, I would say, in the next few years, traditional marketing will continue. We will continue to see spends or advertising money that is being put towards traditional marketing channels constantly shift towards digital marketing channels. We are already seeing that shift over the last few years, and that shift will continue to happen. More companies will advertise on digital platforms rather than on television and newspaper or any other mediums that are offline. So these are the 5 key metrics in which traditional marketing differs from digital marketing. And this gives you a clear idea, I hope, why digital marketing in today's world is so important, not just for businesses, whether it's big or small. It's important because every company wants to use digital marketing to increase sales, to increase volume of its customers, and to obviously increase revenue. It's also important because digital marketing skills, once you get to know these skills, you can probably start your own digital marketing agency and start providing such services to clients. You can even work as a freelancer and get lot of freelancing opportunities to do your own work while you are working from home. So these are clear 5 metrics that shows why digital marketing is different from traditional marketing, and why digital marketing is not just the present but the future of all marketing campaigns for all companies. Now, as I said at the very beginning, marketing is a process. Digital marketing is also a process. And there are 5 steps of this process. Let's understand the 5 steps of the digital marketing process. Step 1, research. What do you research? At this stage, you research 4 sets of information. You research about business, you research about your target customer, you research about the product that you want to market, and you research about competition. So it starts with research. What is the business? What is your business that you are in? What is it that, who is your customer? What is the product that you are trying to market? What is the value of the product? What is the USP of the product? And what is the competition that is already there in the market? Or is there any competition in the market? If there is competition, how can I be different? So this is the research stage, information collection. Second, after your research is done, create. Create what? You create digital marketing objectives, goals. You create strategies, and you plan exactly how you are going to execute those strategies. What is going to be the timeline? Which are the channels you are going to use? How much money you are going to spend? That's detailed planning. It's documentation of the strategy. And also identify your primary digital identities, which means where do you want your target consumers to come? Do you want them to come to your website? Do you want them to come to your YouTube channel? Do you want them to come to your Facebook page, or do you want them to come to a physical store location that you have maybe somewhere in Park Street? So primary digital identities, website, it can be a website, it can be a social media channel page, it can be a mobile application. You want people to come to a mobile application. So you create the digital marketing goal and objective, you create the strategy, you execute it, and you document exactly which channels you are going to use, when you are going to use, how you are going to target, what is the timeline that will be used in delivering the digital marketing strategy. So create. After create, you promote. After create, you promote. What is promote? Relevant people, which is your target customer, should start visiting your primary digital identity through search engine, display network, e-commerce portal, social media, email, or other channels of digital communication. Promote means the third process is where you have put your digital marketing strategy into action, and this is where relevant people means your target audience, the audience that you have chosen as your potential consumer. They will start visiting your primary digital identity. What is your primary digital identity? It can be your website, it can be a mobile app, it can be a YouTube page, YouTube channel, it can be a Facebook page. They will visit. How will they visit? Through search engine optimization, through display network, through e-commerce portal, through social media, through email. These are the channels through which they will come and visit. So third step, promote. Fourth, analyze. This is where measurement comes in. Analyze the performance of your digital marketing campaign through analytics tool. Generate analytics on audience, acquisition, behavior, and conversion. After you have promoted your product to your target audience, you have to analyze how is your digital marketing campaign performing. Is it performing in a particular geographic location but not so well in another geographic location? Is it performing well in a particular age group but it is not performing in another age group which you have identified as your potential consumer? All of this is in analysis. You have to analyze, you have to look at that data that analytics will provide, and who is the customer who is coming in and who is just coming and going, or who is coming again, who is coming and buying my product and buying my product again and again. You identify the audience, you identify their behavior, what time they are coming, what is the amount of money they are spending in buying a product, how much time are they spending on your website or mobile application or on your Facebook page, what are they liking, are they commenting, are they sharing? All of that data needs to be analyzed to understand the performance of your digital marketing campaign. And after you have analyzed that, the fifth step is optimize. Once you have analyzed, based on those analysis and observation, you start making changes to your digital marketing strategy. Now that changes can be in the primary digital identity, or the changes can be in my digital marketing channel. The changes will happen based on the analysis and observation. So if I have observed that the product that I have promoted is working well in Calcutta, but not working well in Howrah, but it is working well in Shiliguri. So geographic location. So I'll say, okay, let's stop doing the promotion in Howrah. It is working in Calcutta and Shiliguri. Let's try a different town or a city. Let's try Durgapur. Let's try Midnapur. Let's try Kharagpur. Let's see if it works there. It is working. If you'll analyze the data and find that, okay, my particular campaign is working well in the age group of say 25 to 34, but it is not working so well in the age group of 35 to 44 or 18 to 24. So should I broaden the age demography? Should I broaden the age metric? Or I have let people come to visit my website, which is my primary digital identity, as well as the mobile app. But what I see is that people are actually visiting the mobile app. They are not visiting the website. So let's focus on the app. Let's forget about the website for now. So based on the analysis and observations, digital marketing managers, they change strategy. They make changes in the channels, in the way they select the audience and demographies, in the particular networks that they are going to. They make even changes to the website or the application that they want the customer to come. So this is the 5-step process of any digital marketing campaign: research, create, promote, analyze, optimize. 5 steps, and it goes round and round, right? Whether it's a new product that I'm launching, a new service I'm launching, or I'm launching a new offering for an existing product, or I'm repackaging an existing product or service, I will continue to develop digital marketing strategies around them, and each one of them will involve these 5 steps. Is it clear? The 5 steps?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the components. After you have understood the steps, so first we understood what was marketing, how we move to digital marketing, what are the differences of traditional and digital. Clearly understood the importance of digital, and then I talked you through the steps of a digital marketing campaign or a digital marketing process. Now comes the components. What are the various components of digital marketing? I'll discuss the key components. Each of these components will be discussed in detail classes in the coming weeks. First component, search engine optimization. What is search engine optimization? It is basically the practice or process of optimizing a website's visibility and ranking in search engine result page, and that too organically. What is a search engine? Google, for example, is a search engine. So whenever we search anything online, we go to Google and search. And we want that if it's a search related to a product or service, my company and my company's product and search product should come up in the search results, and it should come up on top. So there are other search engines, of course, outside of Google, but Google is the most popular search engine, not just in India, but around the world. So we all want to rank higher on Google. And the basic practice of optimizing a website's visibility in the search results page organically is known as search engine optimization. Of course, it involves, it is technical. It involves various techniques and strategies that are aimed to basically improve the website's relevance, authority, user experience, which ultimately will lead to increased traffic on my website through search engines. So that is SEO. We will have detailed classes on SEO, which is one of the key components of digital marketing. Second, search engine marketing. This is very much related to search engine optimization. This is a form of online marketing that basically focuses on promoting a website by increasing its visibility on search engine result page, but not organically. but through advertising, paid advertising. And this involves utilizing paid advertising, commonly known as pay per click advertising, that drives traffic to a website. You have to pay search engines like Google uh, in order to generate uh, paid traffic to your website. We will have detailed classes on pay per click advertising to understand how it happens and how it is done. SEM, it typically involves, as I said, creating advertisement campaigns using platforms such as Google Ads. We are going to have detailed classes on search engine marketing. Uh, Next component, social media marketing. Of course, everybody knows what social media is. Everybody is on Facebook, everybody is on Instagram, everybody watches YouTube. I don't know how many of you are on Twitter and LinkedIn. But social media marketing is basically the strategy that utilizes all the social media platforms to connect with your target audience. You build brand awareness, you can drive website traffic, you can promote your product, you can promote your service, and you can give that value proposition of the product and service through creatives on social media, whether it is Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. It involves obviously creating and sharing content, different forms of content: photo content, video content, short form video, long form video, horizontal video, vertical video, various formats of content, and then share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and basically engage with your potential customer or consumer in order to achieve your marketing objective. So we are going to have detailed classes, of course, on social media marketing, which is another key component. Then email marketing. Email is a strategy that basically involves sending targeted messages through mail and promotional content to a group of individuals via email, of course. It is a direct method, highly effective method for businesses to communicate with their audience, build relationships, and promote products and service. So this is email. Email marketing is also automated these days, and there are a lot of tools that helps you to automate email marketing. We are going to have detailed classes also on email marketing to understand how effectively you can use email marketing in your digital marketing strategy and achieve your digital marketing goal. We are also going to talk about affiliate marketing, another key component. This is basically a performance based marketing strategy where individuals or businesses, also known as affiliates, they earn commission by promoting other people's companies, products, and service. They're not their own, but other people's. So they are known as affiliates. They earn a commission by promoting somebody else's product and service. So that's affiliate marketing. We'll have detailed class on affiliate marketing. Content creation. At the core of all of marketing is content, because what is being marketed is the message, the communication, the essence of your product, the essence of your service, the essence of your message. What is it that makes the value proposition in your product and service can only be conveyed through content. It can be textual content, visual content, audio visual content, interactive content, infographic, articles. It can be lots of things, but content is at the core of how you design a digital marketing campaign for a new product, a new brand, or an existing product, existing brand that you are repackaging, relaunching, or refurbished one, right? So all of that is on content creation, content marketing. We are going to have detailed classes on content creation and content marketing. And last, digital display marketing, which is also known as display advertising. This is a form of online advertising that involves placement of visual ads on websites, on mobile applications, social media platforms, or other digital channels? How do you run ads on Facebook? How do you run ads on YouTube? How do you run ads on websites? How do you run ads on mobile apps? These ads typically consist of, again, images, graphics, videos. Again, they reach a target audience that you have selected for your product, and you can promote to that targeted audience with a messaging that you want to convey about your company, your brand, your product, your skill. All of that is through digital display marketing. So these are the key components. We are going to learn a lot more than this during this course. We are going to learn about video marketing. We are going to learn about influencer marketing. So all of that are much newer things that are coming up. We are going to know about that, learn about that, and how to effectively use them in our business, or in our job, or in our potential job, or as a freelancer, or maybe a would-be freelancer. So that's the introductory part on digital marketing. Uh, if anyone has a question.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So before we start marketing goals and objectives, uh, we need to understand the difference between these two very important terms here. One is called marketing objective, and the other one is called marketing goal. Anyone has any idea what this means? What is the difference between these two terms, the objective and goal? Though it may sound very similar, but there is a big difference between these two. Anyone has any ideas?
No clear idea, sir.
No clear idea. Okay, great. So,
Sir, I think goal often leads to higher purpose compared to objective. Objective
perfect.
is content specific, subject specific phenomena, whereas goal refers to something in bigger context or bigger realm, I would say.
Perfect. That's exactly what it means. So, whenever a business, like if you talk about a startup or a IT company or a healthcare company or even a car manufacturer, every business has its own business goals. But what is the business goal primarily is? It's the primary business goal is to drive revenue for the company, drive profit for the company, and how they can grow their business to become a market leader. That is their primary business goal that every business has. Now, when a business goal is set, a product or a service is now delivered, whether the company is selling a product or they are giving a service to their audience. Now, when they start going about marketing their product or service, there needs to be a marketing goal in place. The marketing goal always is aligned with the overall business goal. So, if your business goal is to, let's say, uh, like today, if you are a 100 crore company, in the next 1 year you want to become a 500 crore company, so that is your business goal. So how is your marketing goal now aligned? Your marketing goal should be to achieve that 500 crore business. How much audiences you need to reach, how much sales you need to make. So you have to understand sales and marketing, though might seem like two different verticals in a business, but they work very closely, because marketing allows you to uh, basically talk about your product, promote your product, let your audiences know about your product. Sales comes in and completes the buying of that particular service or product. So sales is someone who is closing the last gap that is left for you to acquire an audience. So when you're talking about objective, when you're saying increasing sales by 20% by the end of quarter 3, that is an objective. But that is not your overall business goal. Your overall business goal might be to be seen as a leader in the industry. So if you today come out with a automotive brand, if you're an automotive brand, if you're a car company. So today, if you see in India, there are various car manufacturers. There is Maruti, Tata, Toyota, Hyundai, Honda. There are new players which are Kia, Nissan. All of these are new players, but there is one leader. There is one leader. Anyone knows who is the automotive leader in India for car manufacturers only?
Maruti.
Yes, perfect. So Maruti is taking over around 40% of the sales of cars or passenger cars that are sold in India. But when you compare Tata and Maruti in overall automotive, Tata becomes a bigger brand because Tata sells not only passenger cars, they also have commercial vehicles, they also have buses, they also have trucks, they have a lot of other automotive products that are sold in the market. So being a leader is again very, very subjective. You have to be very specific about what industry you are in, what is the type of product, and where you want to be known as a leader. So that's where your marketing goals come in place. So every year when a business starts assigning their marketing budget, so like every financial year by April, the heads of the business will come together and say, okay, this year, this is our marketing budget. So how is this marketing budget set? This marketing budget is going to be spread across your traditional marketing, which is going to be all your TV ads, your hoardings, newspapers, and billboards, all of those kind of ads. And then there's going to be a set of budget that is going to be assigned on digital marketing. But this budget is set to achieve a particular marketing goal in that particular year. And to achieve that entire goal of that year, you need to have various objectives that needs to be set at the beginning of the year so that you can then start achieving these objectives and reach your final goal. So your goal is your destination. Your objectives are basically different milestones that you achieve at different, I would say, different phases of your entire marketing cycle. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
So how do you really create marketing goals? So when you start thinking of marketing goals, I think every business out there, they when they start making marketing goals, they need to come up with some very, very specific goals that are achievable. But how do they really understand, or how do they list down these marketing goals? You cannot just start a business and say that, okay, I'm going to start a digital marketing agency and I'm going to become the uh, I'm going to have the maximum amount of business in Kolkata. That is not a goal, because that goal has like no meaning. When, because you don't know what is the amount of business that is in Kolkata, you are not saying how much time you're going to take, you're not saying how much revenue you are going to generate, how many clients you're going to have, what are the industries you're going in. So you're not saying any of it. You're just saying that I'm going to become a digital marketer and have maximum business. That's a wish. That's a wish a business has, a business person has, but it is not a goal. So how do you define the goal? How do you create a marketing goal? So to create a marketing goal, you need to have something called SMART. So we also call it SMART goals. So when we say SMART goals, the first thing is your goal must focus on one clearly defined metric. Your goal cannot be five different things. It has to be one specific thing. What are you going to achieve? Is like, let's say if you're saying that if I'm going to become the biggest digital marketing agency in the goal in Kolkata, that is just one goal. But what you need to add to it is more important. Measurable. How do you measure that you have become the biggest digital marketing agency in Kolkata? So that means you have to have a method of comparing the revenue of all the digital agencies. You have to have a method of understanding how many number of clients everyone has. There has to be an independent research or a report done by someone on all the digital agencies so that they can start ranking the different agencies and you need to be on top. So there has to be a measurable way to achieve the goal that you want to achieve. Now, that's the digital marketing. And let's come about something very small. So today you have developed a website and you are writing some blogs, you're writing some content, you're writing articles on the blog. But what is again the goal of that blog? How do you make it a smart goal? How do you measure it? So whenever you're writing content, you need to first be able to measure how many people are reading your content. How many people are, let's say if you have a like 1,000 word blog post, how many people are reading 50% of the blog? How many people are reading 100% of the blog? How many people are sharing the blog that you are writing or are commenting on your blog? How many people are interacting? So there has to be different forms of measurables or different metrics in your entire marketing objectives, in your marketing goals, so that you can measure whether you're achieving or whether you are in the right direction of achieving your goals. The third one is achievable. So when you say achievable, it means how realistic is your goal. You cannot have unrealistic goals. Unrealistic goals never uh, become successful. So whenever you're creating marketing goals, you have to have like achievable goals. Today, if you're starting a business, you cannot say within 1 year I'm going to be a 100 crore business. That is unrealistic because you have just started. You cannot become 100 crores in 1 year. Your business model may not allow you to achieve 100 crores because the moment you start growing your business, you will have to hire more people. You need to hire more. You need to hire an office space. You need to hire laptops, computers, desks, tables. So all the revenue that you earn from your business will start going in there. So you need to even have some budget allocated to your marketing. So how do you measure a goal which is achievable? Because if it is not achievable, you will not be able to measure it. And if it is not measurable, it is not smart. The fourth point is realistic. Are your marketing objectives and the marketing goals aligned with your business goals and objectives? Because if your business goals and objectives and your marketing objectives don't align, you might go and achieve something which your business doesn't need, right? So let's say if you have if you're a software company who has created an app, and that app has a free version, but to achieve to use certain features in the app, there is a paid maybe a subscription fee that you have to pay, that the user has to pay. Now your business goal is to increase the revenue, but what you did as marketing is you went on getting a ton of free users who are using your app. So yes, as a marketing goal you have achieved the objectives, but you did not achieve your business goals, because your business goal was not just to get free users, but to convert those free users into paid users so that you have a x amount of revenue. That was your business goal. So, how you align your marketing and business goals and how do you make it realistic is very important, because that will determine what are the marketing activities you are going to do. Are you going to do SEO on your website? Are you going to do social media marketing? Are you going to do PPC, pay per click ads? Are you going to run influencer marketing? So, all of this is going to be determined whether your goal is aligned with your business objectives or not. And finally, time bound. I think this is the most important uh, reason, or like the important metric that you need to have in mind when you're creating a marketing goal. And if you're creating a 1 year marketing goal, you need to have objectives that are set quarterly. You need to have objectives that are set monthly. Why do you need to have it? Because as and when you're achieving different milestones, you will understand whether the strategy that you have put in place is working or not, whether it is giving you results or not, whether it is aligning with your business objectives. Because if it is not, then you want to change it as soon as possible. So that's why it has to be time bound. Your objectives, your goals has to be time bound so that you know. So let's say within a month you need to achieve a particular number of sales. Have you achieved it with your existing marketing strategy? If you have not achieved it, then need to change it. At the end of 1 month, you need to see what activities you have done, what means what metrics you have achieved, what is the status of your current milestone. If you're not achieved, then you change it. And digital marketing has this advantage where you can change your strategy anytime. Someone has a question?
Sir, I just want to ask you, in that particular slide, you write your goal must have an end data. Is it a data or it would be an end date?
Sorry, it's an end date. Yeah, just
Okay.
it's end date. Okay. So now that you have your smart marketing goals in place, can someone of you give me an example of a smart goal that a business can have? Any example that you feel is a smart goal? Anyone? Okay. So a smart goal can be, uh, let's go back to your automotive manufacturing companies. So if I'm an automotive manufacturer, my smart marketing goal can be, let's say, the next quarter I'm going to increase my sales by 20% in 3 months. That is a smart goal. You can also understand that smart goals are not just goals for businesses. Smart goals are also goals for every individual. Like today, if you're taking this digital marketing course, which is almost a 3-month course, you can say in the next 3 months I'm going to understand SEO and uh, create my own website and increase the ranking of my website, or increase the website traffic from 0 to 500 users every month. That is a smart goal. So your goal is smart because it's focused on a defined metric, which is website traffic. It's measurable because you can measure the people who are coming on your website. It's achievable because you are a new website. You didn't say 500,000, you said 500 only. So 500 in 1 month is achievable. It's realistic because you have started a new website and you want to bring more business to your website. So you need people to come to your website. So it's realistic, and it's time bound because going to be achieved in the next 3 months. So this is how every activity, every strategy, and every goal in all your marketing activities and everything that you're going to be learning in the next uh, 3 months is going to be uh, actually like executed. Okay. So, how do you really set good marketing objectives for your business? You need to align on company objectives. I think this I have said earlier also, that the head of the company, which is basically, and this works very much when there are big companies, when you're working for a big IT company or a big corporate company, where there is always a head, which is probably a CEO or a chief marketing officer, and then there are leadership teams. There are senior vice presidents, there is a VP of sales, there is a VP of marketing, and everyone has their different objectives and goals, right? But if that is not aligned with the main objective of the company, any marketing activity that is done is going to fail. And it has to be again set as per the smart metrics. Set marketing team goals. So when you're getting marketing team goals, so every company, there is a marketing head, then there is probably a marketing manager. Under the marketing manager, now you have different people in the let's talk about just digital marketing, different people in the digital marketing team. So one person's job is to do SEO, one person's job is to do maybe just paid ads, one person's job is to do social media, and another person's job is to do content marketing. Now, each one of them have their individual objectives in place. So, a SEO person's objective is to drive traffic to the website, organic traffic to the website from any search engine. The paid ad person's objective is to run digital marketing ads, like it can be a banner ad, it can be display ad, it can be social media ad, it can be a YouTube ad. But that particular ad needs to have a particular objective, whether it is you're talking about increasing the awareness of your brand, if you are increasing sales of your product. So there are different kinds of objectives that this paid ads guy needs to have. Then the social media person needs to have a different objective, which is creating content for their social media platforms, publish on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the different channels, create images, create videos, all of this, start publishing, and then increase the followers on those channels, increase the engagement on those channels. If it's not about just creating the content and publishing it, you also want people to come to those platforms, engage with your content. So that is the objective of the social media person. Then the content writers person is probably to create content which is useful in all the different marketing activities, and people understand the content, they understand your business, they understand your product, your services, and it compels them to take an action. So all these different objectives now collectively add to the marketing manager's objective. So marketing manager's objective is to make sure everything is happening. Then that manager is now reporting to a senior management. It can be a VP of marketing, it can be a CMO, whose objective is again to drive this much amount of business for the company. So you can see how each of these activities actually align together and finally achieve the company goal. And clear on measurement. I think this is again very important. Key performance indexes or KPIs are something every marketing team needs to have. Let's say if you want to become just a freelancer, you cannot become a freelancer by just knowing one particular aspect of digital marketing. Let's say if you want to become a freelancer in content marketing, you have to be able to generate business for yourself. Once you generate business for yourself, you will be getting new clients. So you have to measure those KPIs of how we are going to be achieving these clients. Then, once you're writing this content for your different clients, those content are going to be published in certain platforms of your clients. It can be a client's website blog, it can be a social media platform, it can be any other platform. There has to be different KPIs that are measured, means that are used to measure the success of your marketing effort. So it have to be very, very clear on this measurement. And how do you measure and assess the I would say the outcome that you have achieved within the end of that time frame? So let's say if you have a quarterly plan that is created, at the end of the quarter, how do you assess the success or the failure of your marketing activity? So your metrics is going to give you a result which is going to tell you, okay, your target was 500 website traffic, you have achieved more than 500, so you have achieved a good amount. You have succeeded in achieving this particular objective. But let's say next was you needed to convert these users on your website, so 10% conversion was necessary, but you did not achieve the 10%, you probably achieved 7%. So even though if you have achieved the website traffic, your conversion on the website did not happen. Your conversion was not 10%, it was 7%. So you did not achieve your quarterly target. So what needs to be done? Now, your marketing activity for driving traffic to the website was working. But what was not working is the content on the website which people were reading but not converting. So you can now understand which area of your marketing you need to re-strategize and improve so that you can set new objectives for the next quarter and achieve them. So this is how good marketing objectives are set for any kind of business. Clear? Okay. I'll move to the next slide. This is a very, very important model. It's called AIDA model. The AIDA model stands for attention, interest, desire, and action model. So this particular model is used by all the big advertising agencies of the world. And it is used to drive traffic to their website, to create interest for your product, to make them take an action on your website, and how you can create your entire brand on your digital marketing space or any kind of advertising space. So this model works both for your traditional marketing and it works very, very well for digital marketing. So let's see what this model actually means. And I think this is something you will be using uh, anytime you're going to be creating a marketing strategy. This model is going to be helpful. You need to start your marketing strategy with this model itself. So this is how it looks like. It starts with awareness. So when you're talking about attention, we are saying awareness. Then you have interest, desire, and action. So what does attention or awareness mean? Attention or awareness is actually the first step in digital marketing or any kind of advertising where you're attracting your audience, where you're attracting the attention of your consumers. So what are the different ways you are attracted to a product as a consumer? You are either seeing the product on TV, or you're seeing a billboard somewhere, or you're seeing on newspaper. But today you are using social media so much on your mobile phones, you are you're exposed to new products, new services, new brands, new e-commerce businesses on social media. So that is where awareness is created. Today probably you're looking at a YouTube video, and while you're seeing the video there is an ad that is coming. That particular ad is creating awareness. So when you're creating the AIDA model, you will also understand that when you're creating awareness, what is the type of content that works for awareness? The most popular awareness content is a video content. But now I'll ask a question to all of you. When you browse through your Facebook timeline, do you look at all the videos? Can anyone tell me if you look at all the videos?
No, sir.
Why do you skip?
To save our time.
Sir, sir, it depends on relevancy. If it is relevant to me or not.
Okay.
If the video is relevant to me, then I should surely watch.
So there is a very good, I would say, behavioral model which a lot of these social media brands have tried and tested to ensure that you see a particular video. So it again comes back to a content creator's way of creating content. How do you like ignite that attention? For example, when you go through your social media platform, right? Majority of the time today, the videos are uh, autoplayed. So while you are scrolling, it starts playing, but we don't stop all the time. But what happens is we are still able to see maybe 2 seconds of the video. The first 2 to 3 seconds of the video is the most important part of the video. If within that 2 to 3 seconds you are interested in the video, you will stop and see. So Today the most important or the most used social media content is Instagram reels. We see a lot of reels, we see a lot of Instagram stories. We don't go through all the reels, right? We are scrolling through, we are just basically tapping our fingers continuously, and the moment something attracts our attention, we stop and see, and that happens within the first 2 to 3 seconds. So when as a brand you're creating content, right, and you're going through this AIDA model, you need to understand who your audience is and what is that 2 to 3 seconds that you can create in your video that will attract the attention of that particular audience, so that now they will start looking into your product and they'll see who you are as a brand, what is the product you're selling, what is the service you have. So once you have created that attention, the next thing is creating that interest. So you have got the attention, you have asked that, means got that person to click on your ad, you have got that person to see the first 2 seconds or the more than 2 seconds. Now that person has started seeing more than 3 seconds. How do you convert that 3 to 4 seconds of usage or consumption of content into interest? So here, let's say if you have a video and out of the 100 people who have seen the first 2 3 seconds, not everyone is going to go to the next, to the fourth second. There are a lot of people who are going to skip or go to the next video. So let's say 70% of your 100 people, which is 70 people, now go to the fourth second. So that means you have been successfully able to convert this audience from awareness to interest phase. So now this audience is interested in your product. They are aware that you as a brand exist. Now they are looking at more of your content. They are looking at more of your services, what you have done, what kind of content. They are probably going to your website, looking into your content on the website. They're probably seeing your social media posts, seeing what kind of content you have created. So they are showing interest in your products and business and services. Now the next step is, how do you increase this interest level? Because now the person is interested. So let's think about a very interesting example here. Okay, every one of us today use a smartphone, right? And all of us have certain wishes to buy a particular type of smartphone. The most desired smartphone today is a Apple iPhone, right? Everyone wants to have an Apple iPhone, irrespective of whatever the price is. Some people can afford it, some people are not able to afford it. But let's say Apple as a brand now wants to start targeting people which are like mass audiences, and they say that, okay, I want everyone to use a Apple iPhone. So the first thing that I do as a brand is I'm going to attract the attention of the audiences. So I'm going to come up with a new product with a very interesting video, and I'm going to create social media content, YouTube videos, a website. I will have a live webinar, a live conference, roll out the video. I have created the attention of the consumer, attracted the audience to my new product. Then I have a lot of reading material. I talk about the product features, what it has, what kind of camera quality, what is the storage space, how fast it is, how secure it is. All those different features of the product are on my website, and now my consumer has gone to the website, shown interest, but Apple has still not sold the product. So what does Apple do next? Apple creates that desire and converts that desire from I like it to I want it. So how will this happen? How will this like it to want it concept come in? So previously when phones used to come in, especially Apple, they used to have a model where you have to uh, buy the whole product one shot. You have to pay like 60 70,000, and you buy the product one shot. Now the product price of Apple has gone up. They are, some of their products are more than 1 lakh rupees, and which is not possible for everyone to pay that 1 lakh rupee upfront, right? So however amount of interest or awareness the brand has created, it will not be able to sell the products. So what the brand does instead is creates a desire in a different way. What it might do is it goes to Airtel, and it tells Airtel that give an Apple iPhone to your subscribers who have subscribed for a particular postpaid plan. So if you're now on a 500 rupee postpaid plan, Airtel now gives you a 700 or 800 rupee postpaid plan, and you get a Apple iPhone with it. It looks very lucrative because now you're just paying 2 to 300 rupees extra and you're getting an iPhone. What Apple also does, you have to be in a contract with Airtel for the next 3 years. So over the next 3 years, you are tied to Airtel. So Airtel is having a customer who's going to be there for 3 years. Apple is able to get you to use the product for the next 3 years. So what happens here, over the period of next 3 years, now that you have used Apple so much, an Apple iPhone so much, you are so used to an Apple iPhone, you cannot go back and use a Android phone. So if next time after the 3 years, what Apple comes up and says is, okay, you don't have to buy a new iPhone. You come back and give me your old iPhone. I will give you a new one. But you continue to be a user of Airtel. And now your subscription fee of Airtel from 700 goes to 1000. But it's already 3 years crossed. So you are okay to pay another 3 years, means 300 rupees after 3 years. Now you have money, you have started working, you have a stable job. So you are financially more capable of paying that 1000 rupees. But what you have done is you have got into a behavior of using Airtel, because if you use Airtel, you are now a Apple user, and you have become an Apple user so much that you have literally not been able to use any other kind of product. So that is the kind of desire any brand does. Same with automotive brands. Like everyone has their special or their loved car quality. Someone likes a Hyundai, someone likes a Tata. A lot of people are fans of Tata Safari. A lot of people are fans of Maruti Alto. Even though it's a small car, a lot of people were fans of Tata Nano. So depending on what you like and what you want, it's the purchase decision. And that's what the action that the brand makes you take, from I like it to I want it, and you get converted into a user. So when you're doing a marketing strategy, this is the, I would say, the base of creating any kind of strategy. So why I'm calling it a base? Because when you're doing a marketing campaign plan, we'll talk about marketing campaign plan at the end of this course, and there we'll see at every level there are different activities done. So when you're talking about SEO is done on an awareness level, because just by searching something, people don't go and buy immediately. People are researching, they are searching, they're finding out new products, they're getting to know about a product, a brand, about their features. That is awareness. Social media is on the interest level. People are considering, they are engaging with the brand. Desire is once that deal comes in, once that offer, it's you go to a restaurant, when you get a Swiggy dine out offer which says you book with 20 rupees today and you go and dine out, you get a 30% off on your total bill. That is a like it to a wanted conversion. So you desire to go to a particular restaurant increases, and making that subscription easy through just a Google Pay is the action that the brand takes. So now if you see, all of these are different forms of marketing that we do, And every level, you first decide what is the platform that you create. So let's say you go to Google, YouTube, Facebook, so many different platforms. Which platform will be used for what particular intent? And then what is the type of content that needs to be created at each of these levels? I think this, once you are able to understand the AIDA model, you will be able to understand everything that you do in digital falls in one of these phases. And every user goes through this phase before they purchase any kind of product and services. And that is how you want to market to your audiences. Any questions on this?
No, sir.
Okay. So next we
Sir,
will go.
sir, one question.
Sure.
Sir, action, but after the desire completion, then the action, how to company taken for that?
So action means what? Action is not the company's action. The action is the action of the user. So once you have desired to want it, you will do what? You will either go to the shop and buy the product, or if the website has an e-commerce store, you will buy the product online. So you are basically adding that product to the cart, putting your payment details, and buying the product. That is the action that you take.
Okay, so company taking three steps and then the customers taking the final actions.
No, no, no. So okay, so it's not steps, these are different. So it, you can call it a funnel, right? It is a funnel where, when, so at this every level, there's something that the company is doing. So for example, let's say when you're talking about awareness, the company has created an ad for awareness which they are going to run on YouTube. Now what the audience or the user is doing, the user is browsing YouTube, right? And because the company's ad is at an awareness level, the user sees a YouTube ad. Now what happens, the company has a website. So now the user has gone to the website, seen the different products. Then the desire is where the company has created a very interesting offer for the user to want the product, right? Then what the company has done is now created an e-commerce website. So at the action stage, what has the company done? It has created an e-commerce website. What the user has done is, has gone to the user e-commerce website, created his own account, and then purchased the product. So basically the user goes from awareness, interest, desire to action. So out of 100 people who saw the first awareness video, maybe only 20 people who have taken the final action. Okay, so
Okay.
your
So, sir,
conversion on the entire marketing activity is 20%.
So, sir, it clearly talks about the application of behavioral economics, right?
Yes.
Where companies are trying to, let's say, make Homo economicus to Homo sapiens in order to influence their purchase decision. Because in traditional economics, what we have seen, ki Homo economicus is very rational. He is not emotionally outbound kind of stuff. But company is trying to make Homo economicus, I mean rational human being, to slightly bit get tilted towards rational, I would say emotional human being, where they can either through digital media or traditional marketing route can influence their purchase decision for better revenue generation.
You are perfectly right. That's exactly every business does. So you have to understand, when businesses are marketing their products, right? Digital media is a way to reach out to the end user a lot more accurately than traditional media. So when digital marketing happens, the bigger brands in the world like the Facebook, the Googles, they are doing so much analysis on, or so much psychoanalysis on consumers. They very well know that if you are doing certain activities on social media, or you are browsing through certain kinds of websites, they are able to profile you. They are able to profile you to such an extent. Now that data is something which is used into their algorithms. And while they are serving the different advertisements, the different content to the users, they use this backend data that is being generated or collected and analyzed on a real time basis to all the different users. So you have to understand, it's become a very, very big data driven marketing model. And it's very easy to understand human emotions today. Like, just think about very basic level, like having aloo chop and muri. When it is raining outside, we crave for aloo chop and muri. Like, why do we crave for it? There is no logical reason behind it. Muri has nothing to do with rain, aloo chop has nothing to do with rain, but we crave for that particular thing. Why do we crave for sweets after food? There is no relation that after food you need to have sweets. Who said you cannot have the sweets before food? It's a behavioral pattern that has been ingrilled into the minds of all the audiences, and people have started realizing that after food, kuch meetha ho jaye. So this is a very, very like trained behavior that users have. Today, when we have social media, we want to go on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube all the time. We didn't want to do it previously. It is a training that has happened. Like even 2 to 3 years back, we were also interested in watching everything on TV, on the television, right? Today, what Z Bangla and all the other different, like the Star Anandos and all the Z's and Stars and Sonys, they have done, they have their own OTT networks. What they have done is they have taken those same shows and started showing it on their OTT networks. Yesterday, when you were having when you were paying for your TV channels subscription, you are probably paying 2 to 300 rupees per month to get TV channels. Like you would get 3 to 400 channels. Today, you are paying 9900, 150 rupees for every OTT platform. And overall, you might be paying a lot more to consume only that five pieces of things or five TV shows or some movies in a day. Previously, you had a lot more options, but today you don't have that. But you are ready to pay a lot more because today you can watch it anytime you want. You don't have to sit down 9 o'clock in the evening or 7 o'clock in the evening or 11 o'clock at night. You're not restricted to a time. So brands have understood that it's a behavioral change. So today, when like last few months back, when IPL came out, previously IPL was shown on Hotstar, which is a paid platform. What Reliance did, they showed IPL on Geo Network and Geo Cinemas, and they showed it for free. Reliance did not have a paid version that time. Reliance created that desire for users to be hooked onto Geo Cinema so much because everyone is watching IPL. And the final match was the most watched sports what do you say game one time online ever in the world. So you can understand how that desire was created. Now, just 2 months after that, Geo came out with their paid network. And with the paid network, they gave in a lot more. They brought in HBO. They brought in a lot of other things. So all the users who were previously using Hotstar and paying some amount of money to Hotstar is now ready to pay that amount of money to Geo Cinemas. So it's a way of acquiring new audiences. So from that awareness, interest, desire, finally Geo is able to get those users to take proper action, which is now going to make the company profitable. Clear? Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Clear.
So
Hello,
this
sir.
is my last slide. I'll finish this and then I'll take the next set of questions. So just some examples of different marketing goals and objectives. I think we will understand while you are understanding the different other all the different ways of doing digital marketing. You will um, like encounter all of these goals and objectives at different stages. So these are some examples. increasing brand awareness. This is a very, very big example for a marketing goal. There are metrics to measure awareness of a brand. There are different ways to achieve awareness. There are different content that are created which are specific to awareness. There are different platforms that are focused on awareness. So creating brand awareness is something very important. Like today, when I'm talking about Geo Cinemas, everyone knows Geo Cinema is a platform where IPL was shown. So that is brand awareness. Boost brand engagement. So anytime today, so when a brand creates social media content, you are engaging with that brand. It's either a video that you're watching, or you are sharing a meme that you have seen, or today, like, there is a lot of talk that is going about the Christopher Nolan movie Oppenheimer and the Barbie movie which came out on the same day. A lot of brands have started talking about it, and every audience is engaging with the brands for it. What is happening at the end is people are buying Barbie dolls. Barbie doll sales have increased. So that is through brand engagement. Rank higher in search results. So when you have a website and you do SEO, your objective is to rank higher in search result. Whenever people are searching for your website or your kind of website, you want to appear right on top. That's a marketing goal and objective. Increase website traffic. So if you have a website, you want more and more people to come to your website, to come see what you have created, read your content, your articles, your blogs, your e-commerce product, look through your products, all of it. So increase website traffic. Generate qualified leads. You want people to show interest in your brand, in your product. Leads are people who have not yet purchased your product but have shown interest. Those people are called leads. Increasing revenue. So the moment that lead has converted into an actual sales, you start increasing revenue for your company. Increase customer value. So customer value comes after that first sale happened. So and this is done very well by the subscription platforms, any kind of subscription platform. How many years you are going to be a customer of that brand? So that is called customer lifetime value. So over a period of maybe 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, from one person I have generated this much amount of revenue. That is called customer value. So when customer value comes in place, there's a lot of different activities that can be done. You are talking about engaging your audiences, your customers, creating programs for your customers, giving them better offers, better deals, showing some appreciation, taking their testimonials, their feedback. So a lot of different kinds of things are done for customer values. Like brands like Shopper Stop, Pantaloons, they give you royalty points. They give you points for you to come back to their stores to come and purchase again. They also give you points which can be used on their app. So these are different ways of increasing customer value. And then finally, establishing brand authority. You want to be shown as a brand who are trusted, who have good quality products, and who take care of their customers. That is how you know brand authority. So, for example, when we talk about mobile phones, everyone will say iPhones are the number one, smartphones in the world because of the brand authority that they have created. That's the maximum number of products that have been sold. So, like electric cars, Tesla builds the best electric cars in the world. That is brand authority. Steel, Tata Steel is probably the number one steel company in the in the country. That's the brand authority that they have created. So all of this brand authority gets created through various different marketing goals and objectives coming together and creating one brand authority. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I will take questions now.
Sir,
Hello, sir.
hello, sir. Can you summarize about the objective and goals just a little bit?
Who is saying? I think let's one person talk AIDA model and try to add various other factors. So when you, but what happens is AIDA is still the most basic model that any marketing campaign needs to follow. Everything apart from that is additional to the AIDA model. Branding is something that is a branding and advertising are two very different things. And branding is something that doesn't happen in your short term. Branding is a long term goal. So your AIDA model is something that you're mostly using in short-term objectives to fulfill various kinds of objectives. Branding happens long-term. So there might be various models working together to create a brand. And to create a brand, it's just not necessary to look into the marketing funnel. It is also after that, when you're talking about engagement, you're talking about retention, customer satisfaction, how you are giving customer support. All of that is part of marketing. Sorry, it's part of branding. So AIDA today is still applicable. And when moving on, ever if you get an opportunity to work on digital media plans, you will see that you are only working on AIDA model. And every agency, every industry today who are doing digital media, which is, I would say, 70% of what happens on digital marketing today, paid ads, follows AIDA model. Means they might not call it AIDA, but it's just basically three layers that they call it today: awareness, consideration, and conversion. But that's the model that you will be using across every digital media campaign that you will ever do.
Okay, sir. Thank you.